Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm NJ. Today I want to talk about juggling art in school. Trying to practice art while doing schoolwork, homework, studying, it can all be very hard. But since the coronavirus came along, it has brought in some positivity to our lives. It has given most people the opportunity to practice their art skills, but they do still have school, but it's not as time consuming because you don't have to travel anymore. And let's be honest, not everybody joins their classes. Trying to pursue your art while in school can be especially hard if your parents don't understand like why you're doing the art. But I have a feeling like if you show them how you can improve and show them actual art, they will start to see why you do your art. I'm not saying that you should drop out of school or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you show improvement, they'll be less strict with you doing your artwork rather than doing other things. Like they'll want you to study when you want to draw. Studying is important and you should study when it is time for you, but making time for your artwork if it's something that you want to pursue is also really important. I found that the best way to make your parents or whoever, if you have guardians or whatever, let you do your art is if you like make a piece of art and show it to them that you know that they'll really like, even if you didn't enjoy the process of making it, but just make a piece that you know that they will like, show it to them, and they'll know that they'll see your talent of creating the art and maybe be more lenient. So juggling art and going to school, yeah, it's really difficult, but the key is to actually keep on doing it, not skipping days of drawing. So even if you do skip days of drawing, even doodling will help you learn, because once your body stops using its hand coordination for one day, it starts to lose the information that is collected, so it's like muscle memory. So yeah, if you play sport then one day and then don't play it the next but play it the day after, you're not gonna be as fresh at it. So that's why practice, it said that practice makes perfect, and I agree with that. Yeah, so focusing on school is hard at times because it's like a lot of work to keep up with, but once you get to that stage where you choose the certain subjects that you want to focus on, it becomes easier. So if you know that you're gonna do art for sure and you not gonna be like slacking or lacking, then go ahead, do art in school and wherever. But if you know that art is just going to be a hobby that you want to do, or maybe a career, then you should obviously choose a backup plan. Like for me, I want to do art, but I also want to get a proper, not a proper, art is a proper career, but I want to get something that's more stable, so that I'll have better stability later on in my life, but also be able to create my art and learn. You may think that art classes in school aren't fun and that it's not really helping you if you just want to do character designs and stuff, but you use the method that you learn in classes like that, you like end up using them even if you don't know it. So like I know that we learned cross-hatching in a class for shading, and I was thinking to myself, why I won't use this because I'll just use Excel shading. But then I used it once in drawing something and I realized it's like really fun, and that I don't, because it's also like really easy, it's much easier and less mistakes, and if you do make a mistake it's like more correctable. Whereas cell shading, even if you try to erase it, it gets more smudged and stuff. So yeah, cross-hatching helped. So if you're learning something in art class and you don't think it's gonna be in use, it will come to be in use. If you just wait, you'll see the moment that it comes to be in use. Color theory is really important. So if you think that color theory is not important, wait until you actually apply color to your work and see that contrast matters and hue and saturation and stuff also matters. Choosing the correct colors of things is very important. It is more or as important as the actual drawing. Even if you have the most simplest drawing, adding color to it to make it look better is a big improvement. So if you have a character who's wearing a green shirt, they shouldn't also have like green hair and stuff like that. And even if the person is a green based character, their hair should be a different shade of green. Blending is important as well because you need to add contrast from the different colors to separate your work. So this might be drifting off topic about actually juggling school and artwork, but I just wanted to also mention that what you learn about school, what you learn in school about art will also help you. So you shouldn't like not pay attention there. And even your other subjects that you learn, like English and maths and stuff, it will come and help, especially if you're learning and if you're trying to draw characters. Anatomy from biology will help you a lot because you learn more about drawing actual muscles and where the actual structural placement of body parts goes. What I found to help me do my art while I'm still learning for school and studying, I'm still in school, is I try to make notes where I can apply my drawing to it. So if I have like a separate book where I'm just gonna do my learning material, I would write on the important information, put it in a bubble, and draw a person thinking about it, or draw me writing it, thinking about it, and then I'd also like draw a teacher presenting it. Or when learning things about plants and stuff and different subjects, draw the subject that you're learning. Like if you're learning about photosynthesis, draw plants absorbing sunlight and stuff like that. So use your school as an extra opportunity to apply your art, so you still get in some practice but you don't actually go straight to do only your artwork but also learning your other subjects. So that's a good way to balance your art with your school. And school is really important because if your art doesn't succeed, because not everyone's art career will succeed, there are many other artists out there who already have a career, and those people are always trusted first than new people. So you should always have some backup plan. I'm not telling you to stop pursuing your art because that's not right. You should, but you should also have a backup plan. But like I said, if you know for sure that you're going to study art from now till the end of your studying life, then yeah, just that's fine. And if I'm also trying to tell you that you should never stop trying to persuade your parents into seeing your artwork. So like I said before, make an artwork you know they will like to see that you can actually do it. You should do this for a few times. Whenever they see you drawing, you should be drawing something that you know that they would appreciate, because it's showing it to them. It will be like, oh, my kid is doing art that I like, so I'm gonna let him continue doing it. And of course this only applies to kids. If you're an adult who like can do whatever you want, then yeah, you're lucky, I guess, I think. So yeah, so whenever my parents like see me drawing my art, it's mostly something I know that they will want me to draw. So in that way they know that I'm doing something that they will enjoy, so they will continue letting me do it. So yeah, that used to happen a lot to me. Now for making them getting you art supplies, I found that the best way to do it was to say it was for school, and yeah, it was for school, but you can also use it for your own personal art. Sketchbooks you don't really have to get as soon as you start. I find that line paper is actually a good way to start because it you learn easier with the proportions if you're trying to draw characters. Even if you draw mythical creatures and stuff like that with your own proportions, I find it easier to learn using line paper. So when you're actually drawing, you have your set positions, especially if you're trying to draw the same thing over and over again. But different angles will also help using the lines because it's easier to map out where everything goes. Yeah, practicing art, you know, putting your artwork into your schoolwork is good. Just don't do it if the teacher doesn't allow it. But if they do doodling on the pages but still paying attention, that's good. And also drawing what you're learning, that helps a lot. Because if you're a person who remembers more visually than listening to, or like more, if you remember things from seeing them instead of listening to them, that will help you. And if you like, instead of reading something, if you like see a diagram of it, you learn easier. That's when drawing can come really handy. And you shouldn't just be drawing one aspect, not just drawing humans. You should also draw animals and objects and stuff because it helps you with your with the different shapes that you're going to be drawing for different things. Because if you're just drawing one focused thing, you may become really good at it, but if you ever need to draw something else, it's going to be like, no, you can't now because you've practiced so much at drawing the human anatomy. And that happens to a lot of people, that they only draw their OCs and their characters from different shows and don't end up drawing other things. But when they try to draw it, their character may look really good.